I'll now turn it over to Laura Boyce, Executive Director of Teach Plus PA. I admire her leadership and creativity, and PDE is proud to partner with her.
Thank you, Dr. Garcia, and thank you, Secretary Hagarty, for the opportunity to be here today. My name is Laura Boyce, and I'm the Executive Director of Teach Plus Pennsylvania, an education nonprofit that empowers excellent, experienced, and diverse teachers to take leadership over key policy and practice issues that advance equity, opportunity, and student success. I'm also proud to be a former high school teacher and elementary and middle school principal, and I have the privilege of working with hundreds of educators from all over Pennsylvania every day. I want to take a moment to ask everyone to think about that one teacher who made a difference, maybe even a life-changing difference for you. For me, it was Ms. Bartlett, my 8th grade algebra teacher, who helped me discover the thrill of figuring out a really challenging math problem and unlocked a love of learning that led to me becoming a teacher myself. For you, maybe it was the first teacher who looked like you or shared your background, or one who saw something in you that others, maybe even yourself, couldn't see, or who unlocked a love of a subject or a career path that shaped the direction of your life. The fact that every single one of us can point to that one teacher or more who had that impact in our lives just shows the amazing power of educators. I can't think of any other profession that every single person in Pennsylvania can say they were shaped by in some way. I like to say that teaching is the profession that makes all other professions possible. Our entire society quite literally falls apart if we don't have great teachers. And that's why Pennsylvania's educator shortage is the biggest threat facing not only our educational system, but our future prosperity as a commonwealth. If schools are engines of educational and economic opportunity, then educators are the conductors who keep the train moving forward. And at this pivotal moment in our history, the train is dangerously close to going off the tracks. I won't cite every statistic about the gravity of this crisis, from the declining enrollments in teacher prep programs, to the rising resignation rates, to the declining teacher morale, to the vacancy rates, because numbers only tell part of the story. When I was a principal, back before the pandemic and before teacher shortages had gotten nearly this bad, I had a 5th grade teacher vacancy for over half a year. We couldn't get substitutes, and we didn't have the staff available within the building to cover classes internally. So I ended up teaching 5th grade for over 6 months. I got to school at 5 a.m., got to school at 5 a.m. I worked 14-hour days. I tried my best to juggle my administrative duties while also meeting my students' needs, and it nearly killed me. As educator shortages have spread over the past years, a principal that I've worked with in Philadelphia, who was also trying to cover classes while being an administrator, developed debilitating stress-induced vertigo and had to resign mid-year. A teacher in another school that we work with had to be hospitalized with a bladder infection because she was covering classes during her prep periods and went so long without a bathroom break. These shortages cause a vicious cycle that makes conditions for the educators who are there untenable. And that's not even to mention the effects on students. Imagine being a student with no teacher. Your class is being covered by a substitute or split up among other classrooms, or experiencing a revolving door of tired teachers covering your class during their prep periods. How can you learn with no teacher? Teach Plus teachers have been sounding the alarm about this crisis and are eager to partner with the department to enact ambitious and transformational changes to better recruit and retain educators in Pennsylvania. This problem is not unique to Pennsylvania, and it will take bold and creative steps to tackle it in a multi-pronged manner. It will also take resources, not only from the department, but also from the General Assembly and our federal government. But there is absolutely no more vital priority than investing in our educator workforce, including at the early childhood level. Pennsylvania's educators pour their hearts into helping our most precious resource, our children, grow and unlock their unlimited potential. It's time to elevate teachers, the most important profession in our society, to the level of appreciation and prestige that they deserve, and invest in them so that they can continue pouring into our children.